Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from Nation TV here on YouTube and AKNationTV.com, the two places on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And I wanted to come up on here and talk to you guys about episode 15 entitled Crash Into Me. The challenge, season 35. We are here. We are at the final, and my girl Bayleigh has made it in her rookie season. Pew, 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 pew. I'm so excited. It's a beautiful thing. I loved Bayleigh. I loved Bayleigh ever since Big Brother. I felt like I wish she would have been like the top 3 in Big Brother, but you know, we don't even have to talk about that show. But anyways, we are here. And we're coming off the heels of Bayleigh winning against Aneesa last week. They were thrown into elimination, and Bayleigh ends up coming back. And it was kind of a close race. And you know, Aneesa got played, and I'm upset that she got played. But I'm glad that, you know, Bayleigh is here. I'm glad that we have Cory. I'm glad that we have Bayleigh. I'm glad that we have Nelson. And quite frankly, those are the only 3 that I actually care about. They're like the last of the Mohicans. These 3 are the only ones that I actually care about remaining in the competition. Fessy is cool from the stance of like him being a competitor and not being a shady competitor like Casey, you know, was on Big Brother, or like Josh is, you know, and he swears up and down he's loyal or whatever the case may be. But oh my God, let me talk about him real quick, because it was so good that he got kicked off last episode, because right at his speech to Aneesa talking about he doesn't know if Aneesa's going to be good enough for a final, and then you put yourself down to go in purgatory and you lose miserably to Kyle. You lose miserably to him. Oh, it was so great to see Josh go home. It was so freaking great. And I know Aneesa, even though Aneesa hugged him after they both, you know, said their goodbyes, I know she was feeling vindicated after, you know, he bit the bullet with her. So we're left with, like I said, Cory, Nelson, Bayleigh, and I could add Fessy to that, because Nelson, Bayleigh, and Cory like Fessy, so I'll like Fessy too. I'm not like against Fessy. It's just Fessy had the opportunity to win Big Brother, and he failed miserably by not playing the game, and he trusted the wrong people, and that's when I kind of like fell off with Fessy. But ever since Fessy came back to the challenge, or ever since he's been to the challenge for his first rookie season, he's been doing well. He's been put into elimination and he beasted. He's been beasting in the competitions, and he's not been politically incorrect, because he's been loyal to the people that he wanted to be loyal to. And I'm here for all of it. So shout out to Fessy for doing it. So I can add Fessy to that. I can. We get back to the house after elimination, and right away, Kyle is politicking with Bananas, and apparently there's this alliance that occurs. Bananas is the only vet left in the house, and he's telling his minions how to play. And at this point, Kyle is so ready to be in an elimination. He's like, I'll do whatever you want me to do, boss. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Just tell me what you want me to do. That's pretty much what Casey is doing. That's what Melissa is doing to kind of. Kyle, damn for sure. Jenny, damn for sure. And that's it, you know. Bananas has his little entourage of people that he's going to put in elimination to ensure that he wins against them. Because, come on, Bananas fighting against Melissa, Casey is the beast. I will give her that, although I don't like her personally in her gameplay. She's a competitor, so I'll give her that. Kyle, Bananas has a good leg up. Now, if it's a paired thing and he gets partnered with Jenny, he has a leg up to win this particular final after 6 seasons of not being in the final. He has his potential. So I don't blame Bananas. And you know what's very interesting about this particular season, season 35? You know, absent Paulie, absent Cara, absent anyone that would challenge Bananas, which there are quite a few people that would challenge Bananas. Ashley, which is the reason why he got her out so quickly. Bananas actually played a pretty decent game. The fact that Wes and Bananas kind of reconnected, well, not even reconnected, but connected this particular season, played into, you know, Bananas' sense of humanity and the fact that he actually has something left that's human within him. And this whole game, he did not F anyone over. He did not, at least not on screen. They didn't put it on screen. Maybe he just got a great edit. But Bananas seemed to be like a decent competitor this particular season, and I actually didn't look at him like the trash that I usually, you know, look at him as. So it was like, okay, Bananas, okay, cool. You know, I thought what he did to Kayla, what him and Wes did to Kayla was bullcrap, but Kayla did that to herself because she was not, you know, loyal to her boyfriend at home. So it is what it is. But Bananas is getting his people together and getting them aligned to the House vote to pick D to go in. That doesn't happen because Melissa picks D as a candidate to stick around. And Cory chooses Jenny to go in because Jenny has not kept her word with Cory at all. And, you know, after they have this little meeting or whatever, Jenny makes it known that the House wants to send Rogan in. Nelson goes and tells Rogan. Rogan gets upset, and Rogan decides to chastise Jenny, and Jenny doesn't know how to handle it. So, you know, she starts stuttering and all that. And Rogan, who helped Jenny in the game, and Cory, who helped Jenny in the game, all are loving it because, you know, karma is a mother. At the end of the day, Jenny gets put in. Period. Rogan announces himself to go in. Period. And it is what it is. I'm not really that big of a fan. Actually, I'm more a fan of Rogan than I am of D because Rogan is a competitor. D is a competitor too. But Rogan is more, well, I don't know. Rogan is two-faced as well, just like D. So two birds of a feather flock together. But anyways, Rogan picks himself to go in. Jenny ends up going in. Casey and Bananas and Kyle end up being in the tribunal, and I have to say I haven't laughed this hard in a long time watching the challenge. But when Kyle tried to knock over his barrels and missed horribly, there was no way. I just died freaking laughing. And then Nelson bombed as well. And it wasn't as funny as when Kyle did it, but when Kyle did, I was laughing for like a good minute and a half. It was just so freaking hilarious. Bayleigh, I'm proud of her. She did good with her barrels. She got the same amount of barrels knocked down that KC did. It's just KC's barrels flew a little farther, so she ended up in the tribunal. But Bayleigh was right there, sis. You were right there. So I'm loving the fact that Bayleigh is showing that she can compete and she's not, you know, she's not weak in the sense of being a competitor. But anyways, things become a bit crazy, and I kind of look at Kyle sideways. Well, not kind of. I do look at Kyle sideways because where Melissa has been loyal this whole game and has been trying to be, you know, just being loyal this whole game, and Melissa has held Kyle's back the whole way through, Kyle easily switches up on Melissa and says that he's down to throw Melissa in because he doesn't care because Melissa goes against the alliance or goes against what Bananas wants, and she sticks true and stays true to her values and core system, her morals, by not choosing D or Jenny because they're both her friends. And I just thought that was horrible. How, you know, Kyle just completely flipped on her and just went to Banana's side because he wants to go to the final and it's $1 million and he doesn't care and he's down to switch up and he's going to switch up and that's just what it is. It's just horrible. Horrible. I liked how Rogan got back at Jenny. I liked how Cory got back at Jenny. Bayleigh in the tribunal looked like her face was just completely over it. She was not here for any one of whatever they had to say. And she was just ready to get out of there. She was like, look, if I have to go in, I have to go in. I played a good game. It is what it is. Y'all do what's best for your game. And that's it. I liked that. D said the same thing, but no one is here for D. It is what it is. Nelson and Cory, they're not politicking against each other. I'm appreciative of it because they're two kings on this challenge who both have changed and have grown up in our eyes and who both need and want the final. Nelson's never made it to a final before, and you know, I'm just like, wow, they're both at the end, they're both there. I would love for them to run the final together. That would have been TV magic to see two brothers run the final together to encourage each other to progress and move forward. But it is what it is. We are where we are. Nelson completely takes care of all of his crazy antics, his outbursts and wrongdoings. He completely takes care of all of it by submitting his name to the tribunals for him to go in over Cory, because Cory has a child at home and Nelson wants his brother, his friend, his bestie to have a shot at the money because he has a family. Wow. I don't think anyone has ever done that in challenge history. And Kyle is so dumbfounded by the concept of that. And so is Bananas. Not so much dumbfounded, but he's completely shocked. Because Bananas didn't do that to Sarah. And Kyle threw Melissa under the bus so quick. So Bananas and Kyle don't have that. Don't have any ounce of friendship or loyalty or anything like that in their body to do something like that, to sacrifice $1 million for their friend the way that Nelson did for Cory. Right away, Nelson completely got everybody's buy-in, and I'm here for Nelson. I'm rooting for Nelson to win. We know that Nelson stays in the gym. We know that Nelson is a beast. We know that Nelson is swift. Could he go up against Rogan? He could definitely go up against Rogan. He proves that in Purgatory, but Nelson loses. And it sucks because I would rather someone like Nelson get a shot at winning and going into the final than someone like Rogan. And it is what it is. Rogan is a great competitor, but that is all that he is. I don't think Rogan has proven to be loyal to anyone but maybe Joss, and that's about it. I don't know. I don't really care for Rogan, and I liked Jenny up until the point where she proved that she cannot be loyal to anyone unless it suits her as well. Which is, I guess she learned that from D. I don't know, but I'm glad that Bayleigh doesn't get picked to get thrown in. The only reason why Bayleigh didn't get thrown in is because Bananas doesn't like D, and Bananas wants D to go home. So soon as Bananas said D, Casey had to follow suit, and of course, Kyle was going to follow suit. Bananas is running the rest of the people that are in this house, and it is what it is. What did y'all think about this particular episode? I thought this episode was great. I'm here for Bayleigh and her facial expressions. I'm here for Nelson. And Nelson is starting an OnlyFans, and I'm completely here for it. It was supposed to air today, which would have been the perfect way to premiere it, but it's not airing today. Nelson will be joining Hunter and Josh and Kayla with having OnlyFans for the challenge crew. I don't know if anyone else has an OnlyFans for the challenge crew, but I'm ready for Nelson's OnlyFans. I just am. Shout out to Bayleigh for making it through. Shout out to Cory for making it through, and shout out to Fessy for making it through. Those are the only 3 left in this whole cast that I actually care about. The rest get kick rocks. I'm appreciative that Bananas has flipped the script and he has changed and has become better. We'll see how long it lasts, because I'm sure he's not retiring this one. I'm sure he's not retiring. I'm sure he's not. And then you have one of the OGs, Mark, trying to get the OGs to come together on a challenge. We'll see. But anyways, leave your comments below. Let me know how you feel about this particular episode. What do you think about Nelson giving up his $1 million chance or opportunity for his bestie? And what do you think about Bayleigh making it all the way through? Let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments below. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AConnectionTV. And also, it would be so great if you could join my miniature Netflix. It's my Netflix. I'm producer and director and writer. We create original content for you. It's an online streaming network called AConnectionTV.com. Or you can use the website Watch ACTV. It's a little easier to remember, Watch ACTV. Watch ACTV, watchactv.com. Anyways, your support will be amazing. Love you guys so much. Deuces. I know. You're not about to think about not subscribing to AConnectionTV.com. Copyrighted.